Weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go,
A first carry for Tyler Algier, taken down at the 42. The Falcons had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Ritter's pass complete to Pitts. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll get it in the hands of Beckham. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I'm not sure that you would call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
On second, here's Algier. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the ready. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Down to the 22-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. And now Beckham, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up first and 10 at their own 16. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. And they'll go again with ETN. And he works it across the 25 before being...
It's a gain of 10, and the Jaguars first down.
Come on, set.
On first and 10, it's ETN. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Lawrence will throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
From the 35 on second down, Lawrence. That would complete downfield to Kirk. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that's caught at the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Give to Algier from the shotgun. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
He finds his man complete. That's Vargas.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Now Lawrence.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 3 yards remain for second down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On play action, Lawrence.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. And there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. Ooh, with a juke.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Etienne once more.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. It goes as a pickup of 23. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal.
Etienne is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. On the return, here's Agnew. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it to Evan Ingram.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne,
29 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over.
Ready, break.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Algier now up the middle.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
It got his man, complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Here's a give to Algier on the option.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
Algier again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They'll look to run with Algier.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Tyler Algier
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Again, it's Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. Down inside the 10.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. And sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A read option. Here's Algier. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Let's go.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
52 blaster. Let's go.
Algier going straight ahead.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Here we go.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also...
And now here's another interception. Chidobe with a pick.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Handing it off, right side, Algier.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They run the option on second down.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Third down, here's Patterson.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talked so
When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down. marry out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing it did was veer off. Showing fake love, I could tell it once I said it all. I just stayed cool, acted like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk, cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of brinds. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify,